Mars Fargo, the founder and CEO of Groovalicious Pictures. It is with absolutely no pleasure of any kind that we make this video, simply because, frankly, we would prefer that there was just no genocide occurring in the first place to even have to address. We would prefer, people were treated with humanity and love across the world, but I guess we can't have that, unfortunately. For those who are not aware, the Uyghur people are an ethnic group originating from Central and Eastern Asia. In the country of China, they are native to the Xinjiang region. The Uyghur group in that region predominantly practices the Islamic faith. Beginning in 2014, the Chinese government began secretly relocating all Muslims in the Xinjiang region to concentration camps. Majority of Muslims in China are Uyghur, and the government has specifically targeted its efforts on exterminating the Islamic and Uyghur populations in China. Prior to this, virtually all Islamic religious practices have been outlawed in China. Muslims are not allowed to pray. They are not allowed to fast during the holiday of Ramadan. They are not allowed to express any salam greetings to fellow Muslims. They are not allowed to have Islamic weddings. All festivities relating to the sacred holiday of Eid have been outlawed. All halal foods have been banned in Uyghur-populated areas. All Muslims are forbidden from wearing turbans, hijabs, or any other religious veils in public. All Muslim men are forbidden from growing beards past a certain length. All Muslims are forbidden from naming their children with traditional Islamic names. Virtually all mosques in China have been demolished, with legal roadblocks instated to prevent the construction of any new ones. All Islamic literature is illegal, and any found is confiscated and destroyed. The Uyghur language has been completely outlawed, and all texts written in Uyghur have also been outlawed. Inside the concentration camps, several crimes against humanity have taken place. This includes physical torture, forced labor to produce cotton, and brainwashing by means of starvation. The goal of the brainwashing is to force all Uyghurs to convert to atheism and join the Communist Party. Children in these camps are forcibly removed from their parents to be raised in the conservative Han region instead of the Xinjiang region, in order to forcibly assimilate them with Chinese atheism. Unfortunately, these atrocities have grown and expanded to outright genocide, beginning in around 2017. Both inside and outside concentration camps, Muslim women have been sterilized and received contraceptive implants in order to prevent the births of Muslim and Uyghurs in China, thus bringing down their population. This was done forcibly without consent in concentration camps, and sterilization of women have also gone up to record highs in the Xinjiang region outside of the camps. Inside the camps, there are numerous and consistent reports of many of these Muslim women being repeatedly raped. These are just the atrocities occurring inside the camps. Outside the camps, women have been forced to have IUD coils placed in their uteruses. The Chinese government have demanded all Uyghur households be occupied by mandatory public servants for assimilation and cultural correction. Muslim immigrants, as well as native Muslims, have received, without consent, forced abortions. A prior policy of organ harvesting in the 1990s, in which the Chinese government harvested the organs of Muslims while they were alive without anesthesia, have been reported to have been reinstated. It is highly likely organ harvesting Muslims while alive has either begun the process of reinstation in secret, if it has not already been reinstated. These atrocities first became public in 2018. 54 of the states in the United Nations supported these policies, with 39 condemning them. The current stance now in the UN is that they are officially against China's genocidal practices. The ICC has refused to investigate them further, and the UN has been denied unimpeded access to the camps in order to be able to investigate them further. The only notable mention of the genocide in the United States was when the lead actress of the film Mulan openly supported the genocide and actively condemned protests against the genocide. The Walt Disney Company later publicly sided with her, openly stating their support for the genocide. This later led to mass boycotts of the film. There have also been numerous calls for mass boycotts of the 2022 Olympics, since they will be held in Beijing, China. I want to make this clear. This is unambiguously, irrefutably, verifiably, objectively genocide. Many in the international community refuse to recognize this and refuse to accept this. But I mean, that idiotic deduction having been said, the Conjoint International Genocide Convention recognizes 5 criteria to meet the standard of genocide, and states only 1 of these criteria have to be met to be considered genocide. The Uyghur genocide in China meets 1 of these criteria. Imposing measures intended to prevent births from within a group. To all Uyghur and Muslim people in our audience, there will always be a place for you here at Groovalicious Pictures. With our films, you will always have a place to call home. With our films, you will always have a family of filmmakers who love and respect you. You will always have a place in our cinema, in our cosmos, and in our universe. And in our eyes, you have always been and always be equally as human as beautiful and as groovy.